today in the emergency department with fatty liver disease. So this was a 53-year-old gentleman, nicest guy in the world, but very obese, and is having liver failure as a result of fatty liver disease. Used to be people only had liver failure as a result of alcoholic cirrhosis or hepatitis, but now we're seeing more and more fatty liver disease. So there's a little bit of a misconception as to how people get fatty liver disease. A common thought might be, well, if you eat a lot of fat, you're going to get fatty liver disease. Well, that's not the way it works. This fatty liver disease comes from excessive ingestion of carbohydrates. So when we eat carbohydrates, our blood sugar rises. The muscles can only take in, and the other organs can only take in so much blood glucose. And then the factor of insulin resistance begins to come into play here as well. But at any rate, that excessive blood glucose ends up going to the liver, and it first forms a complex glucose molecule called glycogen, but then it's eventually converted to fat. And that's why people with high blood glucose, a lot of diabetics, for example, end up having a lot of fat around the middle, because that fat that's in the liver then gets transferred to the visceral fat around the middle. But a lot of it stays in the liver, and that's what causes fatty liver disease. So if you want to avoid fatty liver disease, the goal here really is to keep your blood glucose under control. It doesn't have a direct relationship to how much fat you eat. It has to do with maintaining a healthy blood sugar. So that generally is done with a low-carb, high-fat diet. So you wouldn't think that fatty liver disease doesn't come from eating a lot of fat. It comes from really ingesting increased carbs and having high blood sugars over a long period of time.